Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet. Today we are not doing a tutorial. Today will be our very first vlog. Yay! I'm looking forward to this for a very long time. Breathe, Mary, breathe. Okay, so I get a little bit sidetracked, sorry guys. Our vlog, I don't know what to call it yet. I haven't decided whether it's Little Mary's vlog, Little Mary's talk time, Little Mary's chatterbox time, just plain old chatterbox. I don't know. But I'll tell you what I want to do. I think I may leave it up to you guys. If you come up with a name and anything to do with Little Mary, now the reason it's Little Mary because I've been called that pretty much all my life, okay? Well, that's a long story, goes way back. I'll tell you one day when I've got 10,000 million hours. But right now, we only have a very short time to introduce you to our first video vlog. Now, what are we going to have in our vlog? Oh, let's see. We're going to have a number of things. I think there's 3 main items that I'm going to be discussing. And I might even just show you a couple of items that I'm working on, a paid project, if you will, for a friend of mine. Okay. But first we're going to discuss, oh, I'm getting very excited. Okay. Breathe, Mary, breathe. We're going to talk about our very first CAL, C-A-L, Crochet Along, if you will. Okay, it is going to be our, let me think, what's it going to be? I would just call it a granny square blanket at this stage. It's going to be a very basic granny square blanket. Granny square, brown. Oh, here we go. Brilliant brown. There we go. Gorgeous green. Marvelous melon. Oh, gracious grey. There's a good one. Brilliant blue. Or did we do that for brown? I can't remember. And perfect purple. Okay, I have 6 different basic, and when I say basic, you cannot get any basic than this or any more basic than your basic granny square. Each square has been crocheted with a size 4.5 hook for me. You guys will probably use a 4, considering you are a loose crocheter. If you're a tight crocheter like me, use a 4.5, but that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that when we're ready to do that tutorial. Today we're just talking about it. I need 6 different colors. You can have reds, greens, yellows, pinks. You could have bold. You could have, I don't know, you name it, you've got it. You can have whatever colors you like as long as you get 6 different colors. We're going to make 8 purples. We're going to make 8 blues, 8 grays, 8 melons, yeah, etc., etc., etc. We're going to make 8 of each color. So we are going to have 6 of 8 going down. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Well, you know what I mean. You will know what I mean when we're doing it. Yay! And in between each color is going to be the cream, because I like cream very much. I don't know where this accent's coming from. Okay, so we're going to use the cream in between. We're going to use a cream for a border. The granny square itself is so basic that newbies can do it. The border will be basic so that newbies can do it. The crochet along, we are not sewing the granny squares together, we're going to crochet it along. We'll try and keep it as basic as possible, but I've got a new stitch which I learnt recently and I can't remember where, but when I do, I may stick that link down below to crochet those pieces together. And the actual border itself will be basic, but for those of you who are intermediates or professional crocheters, stick with me another week and I will pop on a fancy last row and you can add that extra row. If you're new, that extra row is going to really stretch your, skills. But if you're experienced, that extra row, you're going to love it or like it. Who knows? Or you can keep it just as basic along with the newbies. However, if you're a newbie, you can still try that last row. Don't be scared. Take a risk. Just do it. Sorry. Okay, stop. I'll talk about the blanket right at the very end of this vlog. For now, I want to talk about a couple of the other items that we are making. One of them, I love this one. It is my favorite at the moment. I don't know why, but it is. It's one of those things. It's called a cowl. It's worn around the neck. But this one's called a hooded cowl, and it's made with a stitch called crocheting in the 3rd loop. Oh, I love that. Even sounds gorgeous. Okay, and there you go. Very nice. Oh, it's very nice. I like very much. Again with this accent. I don't even know where it's coming from. All right, so there's our cowl, and it's a hooded cowl. I'm not going to put it on because currently it's like 100,000 bazillion degrees here in Melbourne, Australia, and I'm working up a sweat as we speak. Okay, so there you go. All right, it's a beautiful cowl And when I do the tutorial, I'll actually wear it and show you so you can see how gorgeous it looks on. So there you go. That will be 3 or 4 tutorials away. Stick with me, it'll come. Oh, if you want to receive the tutorial in your inbox, you need to actually subscribe to our YouTube channel and also click that little bell button so that you can receive that tutorial in your inbox. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now this it's my own design and I didn't get it correct. I need to do 1 more row, so that will teach me. And it's a gorgeous little basic tissue box. It's in honor of my professional paid version tissue box, which I will advertise when I'm doing this one. This one is a basic one, it's a freebie, but sadly I did miss 1 row. I'll get there. When we do our tutorial, it will be, that extra row will be there and it should be perfect. I know. I'm so sorry. Okay, all right, sorry about that. Just sort of toss that in for fun. Okay, what am I doing? Personally, what am I doing? For a colleague at work, she has asked me to make a little ensemble for her newborn, well, it's not newborn, it's unborn at the moment, but it will be newborn at the end of March, grandchild, okay, granddaughter. And what she wanted was the jacket, a little dress, so a matinee jacket or matinee cardigan, if you will, a little dress, booties, beanie, and oh, I forgot what the other one was called. A nappy or diaper cover. Here in Australia, they're called nappies. Overseas, they're called diapers, but they cover the baby's nappy, so, or diaper, if you will. So I decided to show you some of those items because they're a little bit more professional than what we are doing on YouTube, and just for fun to see some of the other items that I do that are not on YouTube. And that is one of them. It's gorgeous. I love this thing. Look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's just a little string to hold the back in place. It's going to have a button there. And it's also going to have a little ribbon there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love. Okay, that's 0 to 3 months. Not a tutorial here, but this is not my dress. This is designed by another lady. Oh, I can't remember her name, but I will put her link in the description box down below in honor of showing this to you guys. Okay, the beanie, this guy is mine. I designed this one. It's so cute, if you will. It will have a little something up the top there, and it may have ribbon or a couple of buttons there. I haven't decided yet, but it's almost done. As you can see, I do need to weave in those pesky-ends. And the jacket is only half done. Now the jacket I've done with a different, same thread color, different size. This is an 8 ply, and of course, yes, those threads will be gone, and I'll have a border on the jacket there so that we can do the buttons up. It will have sleeves. The sleeves will be basic like the top. It will not be a gorgeous look like that. It will be basic. I like the sleeves to be basic, and I like them to be comfortable for baby. Okay, and that's that. For just as she's asked for all those and she's paying for all those, I decided, because I know the lovely lady herself, that I would make her a corner to corner. I've only just started. In the middle is going to be a love heart, and that's actually a gift from me to her. She's very lucky because I charge a fortune for those blankets, so she's very lucky indeed. Now, what else can I tell you? What else can I tell you? Autumn. We will be doing in autumn Australia, which is only, what are we in, summer now? Well, it's only a few weeks away really, but we'll say middle autumn to winter. We will also be doing the fingerless gloves, which I'm slowly perfecting. I don't want to do it until I've perfected it, so I'm going to leave it off and do all those other items first. We will be doing, what did I say, fingerless gloves, hot water bottle cover as well. We're going to be doing one of those. We may do granny squares. We may do different shapes, not rectangle, octagon. I knew it was a rectangle, octagon shapes. Who knows? I haven't decided yet. Okay. We are going to be making a bag just for fun. However, there is a set of tutorials coming up that I'm not sure if you remember. Around October of last year, maybe November 2018, I had a little series of scrap yarn projects, and I said towards the end of the project I will have something nice made from it, or we can all get together and make something nice. Well, I didn't do it, did I? I just forgot. So I literally did the tutorial and pushed it aside and forgot all about it. But it's coming, it really is. So all I need to do is edit it, really. And then I shall put it up on YouTube. It'll probably be our very next tutorial. No, it won't. This will be our very next tutorial. And then I will pop that on. It will be a tiny little bag that you will gorgeously love. And also I need to do another rectangle soap saver bag. I've already made a square, and today I had a message from a lovely lady and she said, I can't wait for the rectangle one. I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot the rectangle one. So that's coming, lovely lady. It is coming. So what else can I say? That's it, guys. This is our very first video vlog, and I would love it if you named it for me. Now, before we go, just a quick one about that blanket. It'll take a couple of minutes. I just wanted to discuss the yarn and the details of the yarn. It is an XL superwash yarn. Now, you don't have to buy this brand if you don't want to. If you live in another country and you want to buy your own brand, by all means. You don't have to buy the same colors. You can get whatever colors you like. I'm using a light color for the border. Why? I don't know. I just like white. It's actually a cream, really. It's not exactly a white. Okay, so I'm using it just for that reason. Occasionally, I'll use a green or a blue. If you want, you can use the cream as one of the squares and use a green border or a brown border or the grey border or the purple, etc., etc. Okay? Whatever you want, as long as you can get 6 colors. If you cannot get 6 colors, get 5. No, 4. Then you can go like that. Oh, I'm trying to get the color, so I hope I'm not too close to the camera. Sorry, guys, I'm just leaning forward. Like that, okay? Oh, silly me. Like that, and have your colors like that, okay? So get 4 colors, 5 colors, whatever, but separate them. Don't keep them together. But if you want, you can make every square the same color. It doesn't really need to be the same. I'd like to have the 6 colors with 8 of each color going down. And I would love it if you had your 6 colors with your 8 rows. And I would love it if you showed that blanket off on my Facebook page at the end of the tutorials. I know, I'm crazy, I'm wild, this is wacky, it's fun, we're gonna have some fun. And if we don't, well, we'll just cry together. All right, so that's that. Now, let me just quickly tell you about the details of it. Okay, we have cold machine wash. Do not bleach, dry flat. I always dry my blankets flat. Sometimes I stick pins in them just to keep them straight, but you don't need to do that. And I do not tumble dry. Please, people, if it says don't tumble dry, don't tumble dry. And cool iron. If it allows you to tumble dry, by all means. I know a lot of people tumble dry so they can make their blankets soft, but be very careful. If you are using acrylic yarn, you can damage it. And you don't want to damage it after all that work. Okay, this is a 50-gram ball. The meterage is, when I get close up to it, oh, there it is, 104 meters a ball, or a skein, depending on which country you come from. Okay, or skein, depending on which country you come from. So you need to decide how many granny squares you can get out of one ball. I believe I got 6 or 8 out of, I can't remember, to be honest with you. I had a bit of a play with one color and I don't know what I did. So I don't know. You might have a bit of a play with one of your colors and just check how many meters you got out of the square itself. If by any chance you don't have a lot of colors in stock and you can't afford to go out and buy it, which, you know, it can happen. I've been stuck for cash many times when it comes to crochet, especially since our yarn here in Australia, it's very expensive. It's okay to do, what's 6 8s or 48? 48 different colors, just for fun. As long as you get the one color that you're going to use to join the squares together, that same color to join those squares together as the border, okay? That way it looks like you planned it, okay? What else can I say about it? What can you do with your blanket afterwards? How big will it be? Well, it depends on your tension. It depends on how many rows you want to make your granny square. We are going to be doing only 4 rows. The 5th row will be that cream. When we join it together to that, when we join that one to that, you'll have row there, and then you'll join it to that and go there, and then you'll join it to the next one, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, that's how big I want mine to be. If you have lots of yarn and you want your blanket to be a lot bigger, then I would suggest doing 5 or 6 rows and then adding your border or your last row with your cream. We can talk about that when we're doing it. Okay, now we are going to be doing our squares as a crochet along, so there'll be no stopping, no pausing of any video. So if I make a mistake, you'll see it. Ooh. Sorry. And I will also show you after each square, I will show you, well, only after one square really, how to wash and block that one square and measure it with the measuring tape or ruler or whatever it is you've got at home. If you don't have either, find something that's a similar size that you want, like a square box or whatever. Sometimes I've used a plate for a circle, the size that I want the circle to be. I've got a plate, put it around, keep crocheting until I match the size of the plate. Okay, you can use anything in your house to measure your items, as long as it's that same measurement all the way through for this blanket. So we'll do a square, we'll block. Go away, make your 8 squares of each square. Now, I think I'll give us a week or a 2-week break in between to do our 8 squares. So say we did a square today, you've got 10 days to do your 8 squares. So if you do 1 square every day, it'll be okay. But I'll keep putting those tutorials up and you finish them as long as you want. Take as long as you like to finish the blanket. That's pretty much how I'm going to be doing it. I might actually do a tutorial after each 8 days so that I can do 1 granny square every day, and on the 8th day, we'll do the next part of the tutorial if that helps. You guys can come along whenever you feel like it, okay? So that's what we'll do. And on the 8th day after the first granny square, I'll show you how to block 1 square. So if you've got 8 squares, then you can wash and block those 8 squares, okay? After we do the washing and the blocking, I'll show you how to crochet each granny square together, okay? And then after that, probably 2 or 3 weeks after that, so I'll give you time to crochet all your granny squares together, we will do the border. Now the border will be basic, but if you are an intermediate crocheter or an experienced crocheter, stick with me on the very last row of the border and we'll do something a little different just to add a bit of extra on there. If you are new at crochet and you want to attempt that border, the very final row, go ahead. Take a risk. Just do it. Just do it. What can I say? What else can I say? I think that's about it, guys. I think I've been talking far too much. Chatterbox. This little cackleberry chatterbox. It's time to go. So, if you liked this little video tutorial, well, not really a tutorial, it's just a chatterbox thing. First vlog, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell button so you can receive the very next tutorial in your inbox. And I think that will be that small little bag. I wish I had it here to show you. Ooh. Wait, don't go away. I might have it. Oh, dear me. Yes, I do. Sorry, guys. Well, guess what? I don't. No, I don't. I don't have it. I don't have it. Shh. Okay, don't forget to hit subscribe and share if you will, and join me for that crochet along. Ciao for now.